Noche, welcome to the Native Language course LNCAO, and we're going to start with animals, birds, and fish. So we're going to do a review and skim through to the communications project. So the first one, so we said that animals are animals as helpers to mankind. Moose is a provider for food, clothing, tools, and shelter. Eagle is the protector of people. The eagle is known to be the one who soars high into the sky. It can also see a great distance. Wolf is known to be the kind of the forest. Wolf hunts in packs and have strong family units. Every wolf and cub have a place and role in the pack. They respect one another. A bear. Long ago, native people ate bear meat. They used hide for blankets and clothing. Bears were also known as guardian spirits. Crow, a scavenger and cleans Mother Earth all year round. Rabbit, a source of the diet for native people. Rabbits eat twigs. Long ago, rabbit fur for making clothing, jackets, hats, and blankets. Beaver, a provider for food, clothing, and tools. Goose, beaver, also known of its work ethics. Goose, a symbol for our country, Canada, and a source of food, and feathers used for blankets, pillows, and clothing. Partridge provides food. Sometimes people use it for decoration, like the partridge tail and the feet. Trout, known amongst the Cree as the greatest of all underwater creatures, a delicacy. So the first one, beaver, a misk, and that's in singular. So plural, we would say a miskwak. If there was two, a miskwak. Singular, a misk for one. Maskwa. Singular, we would say maskwa. Plural, maskwak. Two bears. Makeso, fox. Makeswak is two foxes. Third one, Whatjusk is two muskrats. And Wapask, polar bear. Wapaskwak, two polar bears. Shigagwag, two skunks. Wapus, one rabbit. Wapuseg, two rabbits. Atich, one caribou. Atikwak, two caribou. Mos, Mosak, Bag Mos, Nisho Mos. Wabstan, Wabstan, Wabstanag, Mistatim, one horse. Mistatimwag, two horses. Mahihkan, Mahihkan, Mahihkanag, two wolves. Atim, Atim, one dog. Atimwag, two dogs. Niska, one goose. Niskak, geese. Binow, Binow. Ptarmigan, Nisho Binowag, two ptarmigan. Sheep, Sheepug. Sheep is one duck. Sheepug, two ducks. Ohomiso, Ohomiso, one owl. Ohomisog, two owls. Manjus, Manjusek. Sagamel, Sagamewak. One mosquito and two mosquitoes. Masamegos, Masamegos, trout. Ukas, Ukas, walleye. Namel, sturgeon. Atikameg, whitefish. So on key question 43, select 10 animals, birds or fish, and write them in English, Roman writing, and syllabic writing. So there's 3 columns. So we said that elders and knowledge keepers. Again, this is a review. Elders are acknowledged by their community because of their experience and the vast spiritual and cultural knowledge they hold. Learn teaching, service, and earn respect. They have strong beliefs, values, teachings, worldviews, language, spiritual ways of life and being. Generations of history and teaching passed down to them. Knowledge keepers. Knowledge keeper. So knowledge keepers are taught by the elder and the one who continues to learn and works alongside an elder in traditional ways of knowing and being. They may or may not be considered an elder, but one who holds wisdom, traditional knowledge, and expertise in various spiritual and cultural areas. Elders and knowledge keepers are leaders, teachers, role models, mentors, and healers who within their communities. So some teachings they may provide: traditional plants and medicines, cultural identity, spiritual practices, worldviews, cooking and sewing, land-based teachings, ceremonial areas or oral traditions, as in storytelling, songs, cultural traditions, land-based teachings, connections with Mother Earth, land, animals, season, and all life. Relationship building. So some examples. Gifts for Indigenous elders and knowledge keepers include, again, these are just some examples, honorariums for their time and expertise, culturally significant items such as tobacco, sweetgrass, sage, homemade gifts, blankets, quilts, beaded items, artwork. So some important considerations: giving a gift demonstrates gratitude and respect for elders, knowledge keepers' time and effort to build relationship. Make sure to always have the gift or gifts ready before they present. So again, we will watch a video. We will watch a video of this example.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words,
Okay, I'll see if that will work. Oh no. Okay, so we are not able to view it this time, but it was about knowledge keepers and elders teaching. And some words. Listen carefully to the words. I will say it in singular and plural. First one, nakamo, nakamo. He or she is singing. Nakamwag, nakamwag. They are singing. Nipaw, nipaw. Nipawag. They are singing. Binaw, binaw. Binawag. Um, Bimino, biminawag. He or she is cooking. They are cooking. Biminawag. Bimuhtel, bimuhtel. They are walking. Bimuhtewag. They are walking. Punigel, punigel. He or she is making a fire. Punigewag. They are making a fire. Kiswaso. He or she is mad. Kiswaswag. They are mad. Atuskel or apatiso. He or she is working. Atuskewag. Apatiswag. They are working. Akuso. Akuso. He or she is sick. Akusoak. They are sick. Metawel. Metawel. He or she is playing. Metawawak. They are playing. Nemo. He or she is dancing. Nimwag. They are dancing. Mato. Mato. He or she is crying. Matoak. They are crying. Michiso. He or she is eating. Michiso. Michisoak. They are both eating. In this exercise, reading and writing, the words are the verbs you have been learning, what we just went through. So match the words to the pictures. The pictures are numbered and the words are in mixed order. So you put the numbered pictures to the word. For instance, Atuskil is on picture number 4 for working. So if you look at picture number 4, Atuskil, you put the number beside the Roman writing word. For the communications project, so interview, we did some examples. So characteristics of an interview. We said that interviewing friends, in informal situations, you ask questions of friends and acquaintances to satisfy your curiosity about a whole range of issues. And that's A. B. Interviews in the media, in newspapers, magazines, and on television and radio. Journalists conduct interviews to obtain information to be shared with the public. C. Interviewing as a research method. Students, marketing firms, political analysis, and others use interviews as a way of gathering accurate information on a wide variety of subjects. D. Job interviews. Job interviews might be considered high-stake conversations with prospective employers. So they are high-stake because you generally have only one opportunity to convince the interviewer that you are an ideal candidate for the job. Terms and techniques. Terms and techniques. Interviewer is the person asking the questions. Interviewee is the person being interviewed. So the interviewee should answer the interviewer's questions. And quotation. The exact words of a speaker. So quotations from an interview are used to support ideas in essays, speeches, and to lend credibility to newspaper and magazine articles. So how to conduct an interview. So whether you are the interviewer or the interviewee, being well prepared will give you confidence and make the interview run smoothly. So for this project, we are doing interviewing an elder. So for the interview, You are asked to plan the place, time to conduct the interview, develop questions that or a topic that you will talk about with the elder, and gather what knowledge they may have. Remember when you are conducting this interview that you are writing everything down, because you will need to send all the material from the interview. So during the interview, think about where and how long you intend to use the information. Gathering and ask questions to ensure that your purpose is realized. So don't just read the questions that you have prepared. Check your notes, and it's also a good idea to have backup questions in case you are just talking about one topic. Show the interviewee that you are interested in the conversation. Use your knowledge of the subject to provide genuine feedback. Remember to be patient and wait till the person you are interviewing, who is an elder, so you have to wait till they are done talking. And try practicing your questions in the native language to the elder. And at the end of the interview, remember to thank the person you are interviewing. So remember to research before continuing. The question. So here's an example. So introduction. Whatje Rose Ninandisnakason Migwech Gabechamhian. So you can start off by saying Danish Nakasian. But before the interview, remember to remind that you are recording and also writing down the answers. So the elder will answer the question, and you can ask Dandosjen, where are you from? And you can ask from there any question that you want to hear about. So research some questions, and these can be also related to topics about long time ago, trapping, hunting, and family traditions, cultural practices. Could be about hunting geese. And remember to write down in point form your answers and go back to them, and what you remember you can write. Checklist for the interview. Remember to have a checklist. Are you ready for the interview? Did you select an elder or person you will be interviewing. Is your questionnaire ready? Or did you select a topic? Did you set a place or ask the elder or the person that you are interviewing where they would prefer? Do you have a gift? Is your materials ready? Did you test the equipment? Did you practice saying the words in the native language? Understanding the importance of elder interview. Elders are often regarded as the keepers of wisdom in many cultures. By engaging with them through interviews, the opportunity to capture their narratives that might otherwise be passed from their life experiences, historical events, and cultural practices. These interviews can be used for educational purposes, contribute to community histories, and used in school setting. These interviews can also promote mental health for both students and elders, engaging in conversation and about their past experiences, their life's journey, sharing lessons learned, and connecting with others can provide a sense of purpose and validation. So do your homework before conducting the interview. Understand the background of their lives. Understand the culture movements. Researching information can help you guide the conversation. Asking structured questions and answers you want to receive. So some example topics or themes: childhood memories, family traditions, challenges faced, cultural practices. Could be like hunting geese, what feathers are used for, how to make a feather blanket, or what are the steps for tanning hides. Lessons learned. Again, choosing the right environment and the location. So ask the elder where they feel comfortable doing the interview. So they might want to select the location. And remember, stay focused on what kinds of vocabulary you want to capture and the language structure. So review of planning draft. Members, elders you have selected for the interview, place and time, the date of the interview, topics, questions of the interview, purpose of the interview. Make the calls or see the elder member in person. Availability and willingness of that person. Select the gift of appreciation. Communicate in the native language. So with the draft, you might want to make extra copies to keep for yourself and to send. So number 1, the elder or elders or members you have selected for the interview. Number 2, the place, time, and date. Number 3, the topics, questions of the interview. You can use what you have learned from the units of this course. And number 4, the purpose of the interview. Number 5, did you contact the person you are interviewing? Number 6, the availability and willingness of the person. 7, select a small gift. Number 8, communicate in the native language. So example of the interview. So you will write down the title, interviewing an elder using native language vocabulary. The time and date, for example, October 20, 2025. So write the date in the Ininiimowin language. Show the recording device you are using for the interview and place it on something so that you can hear both you and the person you are interviewing. Introductions. Number 1, you could say, again, this is another example. Whatje Danish Nikasuyan. Hello, what is your name? And then number 2 is the person will reply. Number 3, Rachel Ninandishinikasun. So you introduce yourself. My name is Rachel. And from there, the questions you have selected. And remember, they might take long. For one question, it might take long, so write them in point form. Remember to label all your work and send it. And label them LNCAO, Grade 9 Native Language, WASA Distance Education. Write the questions and responses in English, Roman writing, and syllabics. So if you can go as far as writing them in syllabics, you can using the chart. And try to use the Roman writing. At the end of the interview, rate how the interview went. Make comments about the interview. Did you cover all areas? Did you have any difficulties? Let me know how the interview went. In key question 45, in this exercise, you will continue to practice speaking, asking questions, and answering questions. Again, these are examples that will help learn words, how to ask questions in the Ininiimowin language. So here's an example. Kiwo na Jane. Is Jane going home? Some example answers. Ehe kiwo Jane. Or Mot mona kiwo Jane. So we are going to be answering positive and negative form. Question. Nagamona Isaac. Nagamona Isaac. Nagamo Isaac. That's in positive form. In the negative form, Mot, Mona Nagamo Isaac. No, Isaac is not singing. Atuskeo na Bob. Atuskeo Bob. Mot, Mona Atuskeo Bob. No, Bob is not working. Metawel na Gord. Metawel Gord. And in the negative form, Mot, Mona Metawel Gord. No, Gord is not playing. Kiwel na Nancy. Kiwel Nancy. Mot, Mona Kiwel Nancy. No, Nancy is not going home. Michisuna Judy. Michisu Judy. Mot, Mona, Michisu Judy. No, Judy is not eating. Kaswasuna Barb. Kaswaso Barb. Or Mot, Mona Kaswaso Barb. Barb is not mad. Nemo na Tony. Nemo Tony. Mot Nemo Tony. No, Tony is not dancing. Nepal na Ross. Nepal Ross. Yes, Ross is sleeping. Nepal na Ross. Mot Nepal Ross. No, Ross is not sleeping. Mato na Jill. Mato Jill. Is Jill crying? Yes, Jill is crying. Mato na Jill. Mot Mato Jill. No, Jill is not crying. Ponikeo na Hunter. Ponikeo Hunter. Is Hunter making a fire? Yes, Hunter is making a fire. Ponikeo na Hunter. Mot Ponikeo Hunter. No, Hunter is not making a fire. We did family members. First one, Nimosum. Nimosum, my grandfather. Nukum, my grandmother. Nipapa Nuftawi, my father. Nisis, my father-in-law. Nimama Nikawi, my mother. Nisikos, my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law, Nisikos. Nikosis, son. Ninaha Kashim, son-in-law. Nitanis, daughter, my daughter. Ninaha Kanisquem, my daughter-in-law. Nokomis, my uncle. Nisigus, my aunt. Niwitim, my cousin. Ninahakasim, my nephew. Ninahakanisquem, my niece. The words using family members will be studied in ki, your, o as in his and her, and o as in their. And the first one is grandfather. Kimmusum is your grandfather. Omosuma, his or her grandfather. Omosomema is their grandfather. Grandmother, Kikokum, your grandmother. Okuma, his or her grandmother. Okumama, their grandmother. Kipapa, your father. Upapawa, his or her father. Upapawao, their father. Father-in-law, kisses, your father-in-law. Usisa, his or her father-in-law. Usisimwa, their father-in-law. Mother, kimama, your mother. Umama, his or her mother. Umamawao, their mother. Mother-in-law. Kisigos, your mother-in-law. Usikusa, his or her mother-in-law. Usikusawao, their mother-in-law. Kikos is your son. Ugusisa, his or her son. Ugusisawao, their son. Kitanis, your daughter. Utanisa, his or her daughter. Utanisawao, their daughter. Kikumis, your uncle. Ukumisa, his or her uncle. Ukumisawao, their uncle. Kitusis, your aunt. Utosisawao, his or her aunt. Utosisa. Utosisawao, their aunt. Kiwitimo, your cousin. Owitimo, his or her. Owitima, his or her cousin. Owitimawao, their cousin. Kinahakasim, your nephew. Onahakasima, his or her nephew. Onahakasimawao, their nephew. Kitosimisquem, Otoshimiskwen. Your niece. Otoshimiskwenma. His or her niece. Otoshimiskwenma. Their niece. So in this key question, it says select 5 of the family members that we just did. Write them in Roman writing and in syllabic. Translated the words into English. So here you have 3 columns. First column you write it in Roman. Second column in syllabic writing. And translate them into English. On key question 47, it says write about your family in English and translate it into Roman writing. So here, write about your family. Like who is in your family. Could be your grandparents, your parents, siblings, your dog, cat, or your aunt's name, uncle's name. So here is another one, and that is where you write it in Roman. So the first one is English, and second page is in Roman writing. Grammar. We will go through a couple of these. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Yesterday, uttagusi. Tomorrow, anotkagisugag. Later on, nage. Long time ago, waiskach. Now is anot. Tomorrow, wabake. Later, esqua. Hurry, ginipi, or weepat. Wait, jesqua. Danisby, when. Posto is late. Esquapitama, wait a minute. Tomorrow morning, kegsepaage. And that is it for today. Miigwech.